We here at the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks always support any and all that are involved in creation and distribution of any show we feature, and will encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks for June 29th, 2013, with your host, Peacemaker2448.
And Rampant Epsilon.
No Glock, but he might have been able to get up in the mountains today.
Might have.
You know, I thought of something. He said he wasn't going to say much before we started the show yesterday, but once we started going, he was talking up a storm.
Yep.
I think we cheered him up.
Or at least got him distracted.
Yeah. Which works out, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, since we got that little notice, that little vacation notice from him, short notice, and we only got 2 picks left, we're still doing the Hibiki arc this week.
Yep.
Although I'm kind of sad the Clock's not here, because he misses Hibiki, which would be really cool to see, because you all got a preview of Hibiki with Todoroki's appearance during the Blade arc, but you haven't really gotten to see Hibiki yet.
Well, he can always go back and check the archive. That's kind of why I do keep those.
I know, but the last time we told him to do that, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And plus,
maybe it'll be his idea this time.
Maybe. Anyway, last week we took care of the Kabuto arc, which I was wrong about. I thought it'd be better than the show, but no. Kabuto is better than the show Kabuto. That begins and ends it.
Yeah. If we could have the show we watched at the beginning with the Kabuto we watched last week, it might not be half bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If we had that Tendo, I'd be kind of okay with the show. But because we have the other Tendo, I'm like, ugh.
Seriously.
Makes the show 10 times worse. Especially if I feel like this Tendo can give a shit about people. And does.
Yeah.
But this week, we wrap up the 9 Riders episodes with the final one, and that is the Kamen Rider Hibiki arc, episodes 18 and 19, Missing Hibiki in Journey's End. Thoughts going into that one?
Kind of going in blind again. So, I mean...
I will say this much. You're probably going to be like, what the fuck, at the end of 19. But like I said, that's more extravagant than they ever did in the show.
Huh.
Trust me, you see what I mean when we get there. I'm trying to think. Now that I think back, I don't quite remember anything from the Hibiki arc besides they tried to shove in a Romeo and Juliet-esque plot in it, while also doing something that is kind of reminiscent of the show, but not quite. But I also haven't gotten to that part yet. In Hibiki, where more of that part of the 2 episodes comes into play. So, And also, I think this is besides Dino, this is the only time where some of the original actors are back. Because I was surprised when I looked up Ibuki's actor. He was in this episode. And I was surprised because I'm like, wait, he's in here? And I think some of the others are as well. So paint me surprised. And of all the cast to come back, it's Hibiki. Because I don't think I've told you about the problem Hibiki had halfway through, right? The full thing?
I don't know.
Okay, I can't remember the exact episode, but At this episode in Hibiki, the staff changed to some of the guys we kind of know about. I don't think it was in a way, but it was a couple other writers and producers took over the show from the original people, and that some of the actors weren't happy with that, and some of the original crew, really weren't happy with that. I mean, hell, Hibiki's actor went on record and saying that he really did not like the changeover.
Wow.
So there are some really hurt feelings and some I wouldn't say burned bridges, but some damaged bridges from that changeover, I'd say. So of all the people to come back, it's the Hibiki cast that comes back. Considering all the shenanigans that happened there, I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising there.
Yeah. Anyway, you ready to start episode 18?
I guess so.
Alright, starting up episode 18 of Kamen Rider Decade, or in this case, The End, from the logo on the title card.
Oh, Lord.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, come on.
Pause.
No, it's still
Oh.
going, but it's doing me like it was doing the last time, too.
Oh.
Yeah, screw it, pause it.
Hurt.
Where are
37.
we at? 37?
Yeah.
Darn it, I'm going to have to do it off of YouTube again. I have got to figure out why all my players are just locking down all of a sudden.
I might want to just like try reinstalling one of them.
Probably going to try that. See what it does.
I also had a problem with VLC Player because apparently I had 2 different installations of it. And when I updated one, even though when I tried to click a video to watch it in VLC, it was picking up the other one.
Huh.
I don't know how that happened. Apparently I had VLC Player installed on my hard drive before, but when I changed over to my new laptop, I installed it on the laptop. So, I had that confliction. I don't think it affected anything. It was just like, I updated this. No, you need to update to this version again. I'm like, wait, what? Why? The fuck's going on? I eventually just had to uninstall both versions and just install a new version. And it fixed everything. So now I don't have that problem.
I'm going to try something. If that works, then I'm going to be impressed. I just basically reset everything right there just to see if that does it. Because there's a reset preferences and cache button there.
That'd probably help.
If that does it, that'd be good. I'd much rather watch my offline versions.
Yeah.
Less likely to have something screw up.
Oh, and also for Mega Devil, apparently it's best episode ever again this week for Wizard.
Ow! My eardrums!
Oh, decided to play very loudly?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't say like last week's episode was best, but it was one of the better episodes of Wizard, so... If Mega Devil saying again this week's episode was again good, I'm happy. And I'm also with him, because even though I didn't reply back to him, I'm with him and going, I'm curious about what they're going to do for the Wizard ending. I'm kind of ready for it. And I'm apparently in the minority alongside Ega Devil. But, hell, I was in the minority on fucking Forza. And loving that show. So, I'm in the minority again, 2 shows in a row.
There's an update.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I kind of when you were saying that, I just happened to think, you know what? I'll check for updates. Yeah, mine ain't updated.
Mm. I also done it too.
Because I cleared it, tried it, did it again.
Mm.
Yeah. I still have no idea what happened to Media Player. It'll run audio files all I want it to, but the second I try to open an AVI file, it crashes.
Hmm.
I have no idea why.
Meh, typing, meh. I'm checking my Twitter.
Sounds like you're typing, so we're going to mute your mic. Even though you can still talk.
On Vigor.
Okay, now I think it actually is muting you.
Is it? I think it is. Am I still talking? Can you people still hear me?
Well, you were kind of talking, and then it would be like you would say something, and then you just go blah.
Stupid ass Google Plus. But as I was saying, creepy ass Zordon figure. It's just like, it looks like just this disembodied head and a jar. So it kind of looks creepy.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is, again, that was what Zordon looked like, but still. It wasn't that realistic looking, because this is like at least like skin tone to look human. Instead of just be like this blue ghostly face that floats around. Apparently there's a figure up on Kmart.
Wow. I guess I need the technical difficulties image up for something. It's taking longer on VLC than I thought it would.
Hmm.
I thought, I'll quickly do it and then we'll get back into it, and yeah.
Not happening.
It might now, it just finished.
Mm.
Now if I can actually sit through more than 20 seconds of it before it locks down. Stupid media players. At least it didn't blare in my ear this time.
I just saw something about Protest Walmart Day on my Facebook page, and I'm like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why are we protesting Walmart?
Okay, now I'm starting to think it may just be my files.
That would be really weird.
It did it again, so screw it. We're going YouTube.
Not gonna lie, that's really weird.
This time I know it's not VLC, because that's a fresh install of the newest one, so I mean, yeah. That one I can guarantee now. I might try re-downloading it again and see what happens. If it locks down again, then I know. Anyhow, 37-second marker.
Yes.
Episode 18.
Yep.
Whenever you decide to count down.
Alrighty then. Starting back up at 37 in 3, 2, 1, go! In case you're wondering, Hibiki took place a lot in the mountains. Tenth if you count the original world, but we're not going to count that one now.
Did they just seriously do that?
What?
You didn't catch that, did you?
Not quite.
They made a Kabuto reference.
Oh. I completely missed it then. Tsukasa, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yes, he does.
Plus, you cannot pull off the punk look. Only Kintaro can. Turtle! Hi, not Asuma.
It looked like it was friendly. It was just standing there staring at him.
True. Okay, throw the sandal at him. The hard way. Okay, that stuff happened a lot in Hibiki. Like the quick flash of kanji. Do you see that at all?
Yeah.
That happened. A lot more basic than that because it was just like the word flashing on screen. And they mostly did that for attacks.
Hmm.
That's the most Hibiki ever did with that stuff. So bear that in mind for the end of 19. Oh, and if you're wondering why Asuma has drumsticks on the back, not Asuma has drumsticks on his belt, that's his weapons. I'm not kidding. They throw fire too.
So are they supposed to sound like random animals?
Yes. Because they fight giant giant monsters a lot in Hibiki, so yeah, it's kind of supposed to sound like an animal.
Rider kick.
I was about to say, why does he have the sandal back? Oh, it's the other one. Oh, the other one's off. Uh, that is not Hibiki. At least the original one. No. No, you are not, Decade. Oh, dear God. Original Kabuto's wearing off on him.
Dear God. He never should have got Kabuto's card.
No. Also, Hibiki was never this lazy. Dude trains all the time. Also, hi, Cat Sith. Hi, Todorki. And Zanki. Both original actors. Okay, so they got everyone back except Hibiki. It's looking like.
So far, anyhow.
Yeah. And also, why did your clothes not destroy? Because, no, if you transform into an Oni in Hibiki, your clothes kind of go kaboom. So, technically he's naked under there. There's Hibiki, but I don't see the chick. But then again, she was a little girl and... Well, not really little, but... She's like middle school age in Hibiki. Oh, this chick is short enough to be her. I wonder if she was here. Let's see. I'm gonna check that while this fight scene's going on. Oh, that is her. Okay, so they got the four of them back, but not Hibiki, and I don't think Asuma. Looking. Does not look like it. Okay, so then you get Asuma or Hibiki's original actor. Which, if you're wondering why I don't call him by his other name, Hibiki actually is his name. Because when you're an Oni, you change your name to whatever name of that writer is. Oh, they actually keep the nakedness part. Yusuke, you can transform too, you dumb.
He's just an idiot at times, isn't he?
Yep.
He could have just as easily stole Sukasa's whole little flame right there, but he fails to remember that he's a writer too.
And how dare you interrupt Asuma's training? You're the one always about training.
Whoa.
Hmm? True. And what is up with Hibiki in this world? He is like complete opposite. Also, the different this wow, this is a complete opposite of Hibiki then, because all the writers, all the Oni, were part of the same organization, Takashi, and they never really fought with each other. So this is completely different.
Hmm.
He's a thief for he's a thief. He knows how to do this stuff. And also, why did they give the Boy Coon thing to the end?
Oh.
Because that's what Hibiki called Asuma in the original show all the time, is boy. And now they have the end doing it. Um well, at least they kept the dorky the same. Just wrong love interest. Ah, great. Decade and the end are gonna fight because that's totally necessary.
Yeah. They never can work together.
Nope. Not gonna help? Onodore? Oh, now you're gonna go help.
Is he gonna actually remember he's a rider this time?
Maybe. I know, Taki. What the fuck do you want? Besides being useless. Well, the world's not destroyed yet because he's already visited Don, so. The Decade's already failing at his plan, so. Oh, hey, Kuga transform!
Wow. He remembered.
Yep. Did they steal that background from the Kuga intro?
I think so. And now he's gonna get his butt handed to him.
Yeah. Because this Kuga doesn't know how to fight. Kuga, you can show Henshin at any time. Punch him. Yeah, none of the riders in Hibiki have belts to transform. This does remind me of Hibiki. Also, this idea was never in the show, to my knowledge.
Huh.
Oh, I'd be more worried about going to Onodori right now.
Oh dear God.
What?
He didn't just seriously do that.
DM pit the two against each other?
Uh-huh.
Mm. Well, he was going to steal them, so...
Now he's just gonna steal them while they're too distracted.
Yeah. Why do we throw in the Romeo and Juliet plot in the Hibiki? You know, if anybody was going to teach Decade and Ian about working together, I'd expect it to be Hibiki. And that's just not happening. What do you think? The scrolls, of course. Hey, guys, you gonna get in this fight too? Maybe? We're just gonna let these two fight? Okay. Wow. Why did you pop back up? Hi, Deno. ¿Otros? Wait, so this one actually is Momotaros?
Apparently.
I really didn't think they were like the actual people he summoned. I thought they were just like echoes of that person.
I thought so too.
I mean, like they said lines, but I'm just like, it's just the spirit of that person.
But wait a minute, in that case, if that's the case, could Decade not stop him?
Good point. We're never gonna find out because we cut away to this scene.
Headache.
Oh, that's a cool idea from Hibiki. Well, nope, we're back. Also, why did he put him back in the do the final form ride? He's a fellow rider, don't you know? Milkros, I'd duck if I were you. And he's back to his world then. Okay. Guess we had to get one last Dino cameo. That's also Hibiki. Again, as far as I know, this wasn't something in Hibiki at all.
So this is just special for Decade.
Yes. You know, you can just have the helmet disappear. They did that a lot in Hibiki. A bullfighter for a bull? Oh. Oh. Okay. Now we're just getting weird. I get the red part, but Dino's also red.
Yeah. This final form ride's gonna be stupid, isn't it?
You remember how he said disc animals?
Yeah.
That's half the final form.
Mm.
This is the only final form with 2 forms. So, what do you think so far?
I think with everything you've said, this is yet again strayed extremely far away from where it should have been.
Yeah. Especially when you have 4 of the original cast members back.
And you know what's worse about it is it's just as bad as how we all were with Kabuto.
Yeah.
Because it's clear that it has nothing to do with the show. And as you're explaining it, that's kind of showing that badly. Yeah. I think that's the big problem with Decade.
Especially since it's supposed to be an anniversary show, supposed to celebrate these riders, and they're all alternate universe stories.
Yeah.
That don't really feel like the core of what that show was. Because this doesn't feel like the core of Hibiki.
Well, Kabuto was completely screwed up.
Yeah.
And caused massive headache.
Yeah. And in Hibiki, all the riders work together in an organization. Their jobs were to be riders, or really Oni, because they didn't use Kamen Rider as a term at all in the show. That happens sometimes. Yeah, Hibiki didn't use it. Kabuto kind of used it, but it was just the system they were using. It was the Master Rider system. They actually said Master Rider, which is the translation for Kamen Rider. I don't think Ryuki ever uses it. I don't think 5 uses it. Hell, Wizard doesn't use the term at all, except for Wizard's appearance in the Forze film and Ultimatum. Nowhere else is he called a Kamen Rider. He is just Wizard.
Huh.
Which happens, especially in the Heisei era.
Whereas you've got Decade, that's what everyone refers to him as.
Yeah, Kamen Rider is an actual term in the show. Double, they put it in nicely because they have that they have Double there for the first few episodes, and it's not until one of the Sonozaki family members does the radio thing. I can't remember which one it was. I know it's the younger one, but I can't remember her name. You remember that?
I can't remember the name either.
But she announces on air that somebody wrote in and called them a Kamen Rider. And that's where that term comes from. O's doesn't use it either. He's only O's. Forza uses it, but again, Anniversary Show, they use the term and they specifically reference previous riders in the first 2 episodes and never reference it again. But he's still a Kamen Rider. But they still use the term Kamen Rider in the show. And these 4 actors coming back to reprise alternate versions of a character, these aren't just, oh, they're just 4 people from the show. No. Ibuki and Todoroki are technically the secondary writers of the show. Akin to the end. Akira was Ibuki's apprentice from day 1 of his appearance on the show, and Zaki was Todoroki's mentor and was with him for half of when he was on the show. So these are very important characters to the Hibiki storyline, and they're just kind of there, doing alternate versions of their characters, and that's it.
That's what gets me right there, and I bet that's probably why most of the various casts never even attempted to come back.
That or they were never contacted to come back.
But
because that happens too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I bet most of them that they probably didn't come back because why would they want to play an alternate them?
Yeah.
I'd venture to say a lot of the reason why there isn't more original cast members is probably because of that.
Honestly, I'd be okay with these alternate stories if we gave them more time to develop. We're given 2 episodes and we're supposed to just act like, try to feel for them when they're not the original people. I mean, some of them are portrayed by the original actors, but still, they're not the original characters. It's not them. It's someone else.
I think they should have drug it out a little more.
Yeah.
Even if they made it like 4 or 5 episodes apiece.
Yeah.
That'd be enough to build.
And with all writers. And cut out the Showa era part, because this is supposed to be an anniversary of the Heisei era. Why is the Showa era here at all? Why is it being represented? It's not the point of Decade. That's the point of the Cross. He is an anniversary writer for the Showa era before Black and Black RX, but you can throw those 2 in there. But why is the Showa era in Decade? Well, it's not necessary.
Filler.
It defeats the entire point of the show.
Filler. Because they could not literally have a 20-episode season.
Anyway, ready to move on to episode 19?
Honestly, or physically?
Just ready to watch it.
Yeah.
Alright. Looking at episode 19 of Kamen Rider Hibiki in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good one.
I got gassy there for a second. And also, if you're wondering, Asuma didn't transform in the show, so that's probably his counterparts in the show that got shoved in there at the end, although I'm not entirely sure. I know it's silver. Alright, look. Probably. Which would be really weird. Yeah, I believe that's the suit of the character that got shoved in there. The one that nobody likes. Because I think... I'd have to look back just to see if the purple was there. Because if it is, then yeah, it is. They're too busy fighting. Oh, hey, these two decide to smarten up and do something productive. There's Todoroki and Tenki. Even though that is pretty much Ibuki's suit cloned. Because Akira didn't transform in the show, I don't believe. Oh, wait, no, she did. I think it was like a copy of the suit.
Oh God.
Oh, he's finally going to use one of the actual powers of Den-O. I'm surprised he wants to try it again.
Seriously.
This time he'll probably check the card first. So it's like, better not be one of the. Okay, it's not one of their damn catchphrases.
I swear that has to be the best part out of this whole show right there.
Yes, that is probably one of the best parts of the show so far. Yeah, my phone's going off. What is it want? Ah, stupid ass spam. I get spam a lot these days in my inbox. Ah, that
Wow.
didn't work. Oh, you almost got him. Eh. Too late. You see, this is a little bit more like Hibiki. Them working together. Hi, Oja.
About time someone did that.
Yes. Also, giant enemy crab! Why does he have his hair still like that?
Maybe he likes it now.
Probably. Well, that was quick. That is just like the Dorky to be very emotional. Dear God, Decade. Alright, just gonna hallucinate right now. How about you make more goddamn sense? Just now. And... Yes. He's a thief. Get used to it. Did you not listen? Well, they both end in key.
Oh God.
Really? It's nothing physical, is it?
Probably not.
Nope. It's probably teamwork.
He never can steal anything that is actually physical. Have you noticed that?
Well, technically, he has a couple of times. He stole the G4 chip and the the Orga driver. Wait, Dian's giving the speech? Well, technically,
Apparently.
he's not Hibiki-san anymore. He's Gyuki-san. Nope. Decade can use him help. Wow, he's
Oh
stealing
dear
all
God.
of Decade's lines.
Wow.
He truly is a thief. Stealing scrolls and stealing lines. As you know, he's gonna steal the show. Second time we've gotten the little kid as a rider, but at least this makes sense in the original context of the show. Also, growth spurt
Big one.
because they have to do the same thing as Kiva for some reason. Even
Although I
though,
must say, Kiva was not as noticeable.
yeah,
It was, but it wasn't as bad.
yeah.
That one was horrible right there.
Then we've also seen him half transformed as an Oni before, and he was still little.
Hey, and there's what the scrolls told him.
Well, now it's enemy crab time.
Oh yeah,
You,
because he can't do anything on his own.
yeah. Oh, by the way, this is completely something Hibiki would do. I've had giant enemy crab show up. Hell, they did it in the show. Duh. He turns into a disc animal. And if you're thinking it sounds like a guitar, that's normal. They all sound like instruments. That's the second form. Yes, it turns into a giant version of the drum. This is where they decide to get really extravagant with it for some reason. I believe this is the Hibiki theme song. I don't know why Todoroki has his helmet off because it's a completely different color scheme. We could notice if it's him. And Ibuki too. And it explodes into leaves. Okay. Well, for once, Kaito was far more important than Decade. Oh, quit pouting, Tsukasa. Just because he decided to steal your thunder. No, not really. Yeah, yeah. No, that was the whole point of the show. Yeah. Which never happens.
Huh.
Because, spoilers, it's not.
Well, I must say that was a twist there.
Yeah. Oh, I guess they're propping up I guess some type of concert or road show for the 10th anniversary. I was figured there's gonna be another All Riders commercial. So, what do you think of the Hippie arc?
It's almost making me want to rather see the show and see how much of a difference it actually was.
It is hugely different. Trust me, it is. And I'd say far better than this arc. Because they really forced the whole fighting of the schools thing for no real reason. It's like they're fighting because of the scrolls. And that's really it. I mean, just again with every single one of these stories, there's just not enough there to really make it worthwhile. Anything else you have to say about that?
Not really.
Hmm. I kind of wish Glock was here to see that.
Like I said, I kind of want to see how the actual show is.
Yeah.
Because there again, and last week really showed it to us, but apparently this show butchers so much.
Yeah.
And that's just one of those I'd kind of want to see how bad it actually did butcher this one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that'll end off the Hippie arc and move us into actually a pick. Because we're gonna hold off a week before we hit up the Nega World / Decade Complete arc, which is the next one. So next week we're gonna keep it wider, but we're gonna head back to this side of the ocean for a little rewind, which might be interesting.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were just going to kind of leave that where that is or not.
You could probably figure out what it is by now.
If not, you'll figure it out next week.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for
Rampant Epsilon.
Basebacker2448 saying good night, everybody, and we will see you on the next round of the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks. Peace out.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks on our site, tgstgsr.dyndns.org. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Our Twitter account is at TGS Rift Tracks, and on Facebook you can find us at facebook.com/TGS Rift Tracks. Don't forget we're listed on YouTube. You can find us at youtube.com/user/TGS Rift Tracks. Till next time.